And kicking off the show, though, we're going to have a tag team match. Hideo Itami and Finn Balor taking on the Ascension. No titles up for grabs. Just, personal issues between the two. So, that being said, RG, I'll ask you first. Who do you see coming out victorious in this one?
Itami and Balor. I think it's an obvious choice. I think after this Ascension called up to the main roster finally. They are done with NXT. This is their last storyline. I don't see them feuding with anyone else in NXT. I don't think it would make any sense to them feud with anyone in NXT because no one else is really worthy of facing the Ascension now. That baby face in NXT, really. The WWE could really use another tag team, and they've been. I think they worked Superstars a few times, maybe main event.
Yeah, main event, yeah.
So I think after this, I could see them coming up, maybe TLC, having involvement in TLC. Bray Wyatt, I don't know.
Oh, maybe. That's what I thought they were going to debut at Survivor Series as a new, Wyatt family, but I don't know if I want to go that route. We'll see. But, it's one of those things that you have to see it play out in order to, see if it works or not. As an idea, it may work. We've talked about this before, but, I don't know. I wouldn't have the biggest problem with that as long as it's booked properly. But, yeah, you got Itami and Balor, though. I've got Itami and Balor as well. Brandon, who do you got going over in this contest between Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, and the Ascension?
I honestly, wrestling fans, I think what's overshadowed this match is Kevin Steen, quote-unquote, Kevin Owens debut, because I know he probably will debut in this segment with the Ascension pretty much ready to go. I think they'll end up losing, and I see this Baylor Tommy thing just may possibly just being a one-time thing to kind of get them both over at the same time to the new audience. But this is somehow where I see where Kevin Owens debuts. And I think to me, that's overshadowing that more. Because honestly, I was never a big Tommy fan really coming into this because it's really hard for the Japanese wrestling. It's but I love David. I always have loved David. So I'm looking forward to what he can put on to this match. But I'm more worried about the finish and the after effect of Kevin Owens hopefully debuting somewhere in this match. But that's just me being a mark for Kevin Owens. So. Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to his debut, too. We were going to talk about that later, but we'll talk about it right now. Kevin Owens, a.k.a. Kevin Steen, debuting on this show. Really much looking forward to it. The vignettes have been awesome, for one thing. The guy's got a hell of a lot of talent. Looking forward to where he debuts. It's interesting that you say that. I didn't think he would debut in this match. I thought he was going to debut, if anything, in the main event, in the championship match. I don't think
I can see that, too.
Yeah.
Him and Generico, how they have it, yes.
And they acknowledge that, too.
Everybody in that ring, minus, both the guys, Neville and Zion, but I can see that, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, they acknowledged that last week in NXT that they have history also with Neville and Bryan and Rollins, too. Yeah,
Ambrose.
It's really, really cool, yeah. So, that being said, I could see him debuting in this match or the main event. It shouldn't be one of those kind of things where he debuts in, a match against, like when Baron Corbin debuted. Remember he, squashed whoever, a jobber in, 2 seconds? Don't have him debut like that.
Don't have him a stupid segment when either
or Tyson Kidd, because I know they're not on the show, but don't do something dumb. You know what I mean? They got to debut in a big way. I think they realize that too, so they're not going to drop the ball on this. But if I had to take a guess, I'll probably debut him either during the championship match. I don't want to see him come in and screw over Zayn. I think the time is now to put the title on him, and we'll get to that in a minute. But you either have Zayn win here, have Neville go to the main roster, or do something else. Maybe you continue that feud going forward with Neville as a heel. And then you have Kevin Steen come out and lay out Sami Zayn or congratulate him, then lay him out. That's my booking, my fantasy booking of this. But I noted this too. You asked me about this past week on the hashtag SCSM video, and that the group between Itami, Steen, and Balor. Do you think that could be a possibility for Thursday? Or RJ, how do you see this kind of unfolding?
I don't know. I'm just kind of pumped. Exactly. I'm just excited. I haven't really seen much of Kevin Steen's work, obviously, but I've seen he's been ranked pretty high the last couple of years. He was top 10 wrestler, I think, last year or the year before, ranked by Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I think he's got a look. He can talk. I think this is one of the best pickups WWE's ever had based on a talent they've already picked out of. They picked him right out of ROH, so I'm pretty excited to see what he has to offer in NXT. I think, Brandon said, never been the biggest Hideo Itami fan, just the Japanese wrestlers never really got on me. Like another Tajiri, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I didn't like Tajiri, just I don't see him making it that far. Finn Balor, he doesn't really...
I like Finn Balor more than I do Hideo Itami.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's better on the mic and in his in-ring skills. They're both great, but I think Finn Balor's awesome.
But I just don't know. I think I like Hideo Itami a little bit better than Finn Balor. I don't know. I don't really get Finn Balor's character that much. It's kind of vague, but
yeah.
I think more people. I think the thing that's going to overshadow this whole thing is the whole Kevin Owens debut. I think they've been making a big deal about it. It's got to be a big deal. They can't just barely like a stupid segment or like against some no name.
Yeah, I can't do that.
So I'm excited for it, and hopefully we can see him in the main roster soon. I think I bet you he'll get called up really soon.
Oh, eventually.
He's already a touted star that he wouldn't need to be in NXT long enough. It's like he's developing it all.
Like Daniel Bryan, too. He was in NXT or the developmental territory for not even a year, I don't think. But then again, so is Sami Zayn. He's been down there for like 2 years now. But it's worked out for the better because he's devoted such a fan following in NXT. He's so over right now, and we'll get to that in a minute. But, I look forward to how he debuts as well.